Hello and welcome back to Bella Star Astrology. I'm your host and astrologer, Stella, and we're here to go over the August 2024 transits as well as the horoscope for your sign. We'll begin with the overall overview, and this month is going to be very interesting. Lots of new energy when it comes to what we're trying to do in the world, as well as maybe getting some clarification about what our thoughts are throughout this journey. This month brings really impactful beginning with August 4th. Venus enters Virgo, Mercury goes retrograde in Virgo, and the new moon is present in Leo. So, what we're seeing here is that on a personal level, we're going to have a lot of these personal planets impact us. Seeing as Venus will be in Virgo, there'll be a lot more love, a lot more interesting times when it comes to what we're trying to accomplish, maybe some luck when it comes to our work life, our pets, as well as some interesting information coming to us from the Mercury retrograde. Maybe some battles you've been having internally to be able to go over them again, over the plans again, to see if they are right for you. And that new moon in Leo highlights how we are the stars, right? We're the ones who have to put our best foot forward. And if we hold ourselves back, even in retrograde, we might not get the results that we're hoping for. So always remember that that new moon in Leo is going to be connecting you maybe to a new plan you have to set out, maybe to some goals you have to set. Now, don't forget, of course, that the month moves on, and on the 14th of August, Mercury enters Leo in retrograde, and on August 19th, there'll be a full moon in Aquarius. Now, this is sort of giving the energy of the battle between your individual self as well as your external, what you've been trying to accomplish. So that full moon energy is just going to bring an end to maybe some of the hesitation you've had around the goals that you've been trying to make, or some of the friendships that are coming into your life. They might be better than the ones you've had before, or you might be looking towards new ways to connect with some of the goals and long-term dreams you've had, as well as that Mercury entering Leo in retrograde. We move from this information overload of Mercury in Virgo to sort of this idea that our minds are very much tied to our self-esteem. So maybe you're going to go out there and you'll be a little bit hesitant because of the fact that it's in retrograde, but remember to reinforce your self-esteem, remember to stay positive, and to look for ways for yourselves and for others to be pulled up. Look for ways to help everyone around you and to have some fun, of course. Then on August 22nd, the sun will enter Virgo. And that is the best time of the month to deep clean, to declutter, to look for new ways to help others, to serve. If you are not already a volunteer, maybe look for things to volunteer with. Also, purging, getting rid of some of the old stuff you have, while also helping others, of course. So look for ways that you can maybe give to the goodwill or to your local organizations, and maybe just not in terms of service. It could also be related to your work as well. I'll be highlighting some, efforts you've been making or efforts you need to make in the future in order to be more present or more supportive of your work and your teams. Then on August 28th, Mercury goes direct in Leo, and we're finally out of this Mercury retrograde buzz that's been going on. We've been contemplating how we give, we've been contemplating our esteem and how we hold ourselves, what things we consider to be good or fun, the things that we value. And now Mercury finally goes retrograde in Leo, bringing back that energy from earlier in the summer when Mercury was in Leo, and you sort of had more energy, more light, more fun. Go with the flow with this, and definitely communicate with people about what the other things that you like to do, the hobbies that you have, maybe the ventures that you'd like to go into, whether that's work or not, or whether you can make something that's your, just a hobby into something that you can take further, right? Then on August 29th, Venus finally enters Libra, and we just see ourselves more sort of in this balanced area of our lives when it comes to love. Remember not to get too carried away and to really look at people, judge people that are coming into your life, especially your love life. For those of you who it does hit impact in their love life, make sure that you vet people, because at the end of the day, that Libra energy can get really carried away because we want to see the best in people. But at the end of the day, we have to go to the nature of Libra, which is to judge and to measure and to see the good and the bad, and maybe to accept it, but maybe to not invite it into your life if it's not something that you want. So good luck this month. And now let's go to the forecast for the individual signs. All right, Gemini. So we're going into the month thinking of your home, thinking of your peace. This month begins with August 4th, with Venus in Virgo, Mercury going retrograde in Virgo. So this is all about your home. Maybe you are delayed from having certain things in your home. Maybe you ordered furniture. Maybe you're changing your style. You're changing the way that your home looks. And this moment right here just solidifies that Venus is there to give you some grace, give you some peace while you're in this transition. Don't get too overwhelmed, especially since August 4th also brings a new moon in Leo, which means that it might be a rejuvenated commitment by you with some of your acquaintances to maybe help you move furniture into your new home, or look for ways to accommodate you as these changes are happening. But you've been giving a lot of good and positive vibration while you're going through this, especially since Mercury retrograde in the fourth in your house of home can really just initiate some difficulty when it comes to communication with your family as well. Maybe some of your extended family has a rejuvenated connection with you while you're having some trouble at home with your more, day-to-day family. Just look for ways to bring harmony into your home. Venus is there to really support that. So good luck to you guys with that. Then in the middle of the month on August 14th, Mercury will go retrograde in Leo. So this is moving from its very, calm position in its dominant sign, right, into a more hostile position in your third house, which really means a little bit more delays when it comes to driving. Be careful driving, be careful in motor vehicles, be careful when it comes to maybe signing for a new vehicle, new car, or communicating with some of your extended family or acquaintances. There might be some miscommunication, and you might not want to say certain things that by the time the retrograde is over, you're like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I blow up everything over maybe a text message or a misunderstanding? Just be kind to each other and give the grace that that other person might not be understanding something, especially when we get all jumbled because of that retrograde energy. Good luck with that, of course. And on August 19th, there'll be a full moon in Aquarius. And this is hitting your ninth house, which means that maybe a trip that you've been planning or something that you've been trying to do for a long time in your academic life is coming to a close. Maybe you're in your last year of graduation, or you're in your last days of your summer program, or you planned this huge blowout trip for August and you're finally able to do it. Just enjoy this moment, my fellow Geminis, and enjoy your time doing this. I don't know why I said my fellow Geminis. I'm not a Gemini, but I identify a lot because I have strong Mercury. But anyway, as we move on, August 22nd, the sun enters Virgo, and there's a lot of energy around this, just going into your home and transforming it. So once the sun gets there, you've had this retrograde, so you've been rethinking your home, you've been rethinking what to do, and now the sun is there, and it's like, hey, what are the actions we can take? What are the actions we can take to make our home more revitalized and more empowered, more enjoyable, that more in harmony, because that Venus is still in the sign of Virgo. It's going to be moving on soon, I promise. But for now, you have both Sun and Sun and Venus in Virgo. So really take advantage, do all that you can, transform it however you can, especially since you'll have more support once Mercury goes direct. It'll be a little bit of ease when it comes to your third house matters, which is all about your neighbors. Maybe one of your neighbors was giving you some strife because you wanted to put up a fence or something. And now that Mercury goes direct, you kind of come to an agreement. Hey, sorry for the noise. here's what I'm going to do to make sure that everything works out, right? So don't be afraid to sort of confront those issues that come up while Mercury is in retrograde, because once it goes direct, you'll be able to sort of feel the ease of the extra steps you took because of that retrograde, right? Because we always end up taking like an extra 2 or 3 steps so that everything runs smoothly when Mercury is in retrograde. Um, don't skip those. Those are important when it's in retrograde. And finally, we get to Venus entering Libra. And now that it's finally left Virgo, sort of, left with all of the cleaning up afterwards of the things that Venus maybe transformed or eased. And it's moving into your fifth house of love. So if you want to go out on a date today, or, meet someone new, or go out with your kids and have a really nice time, like Venus is bringing a lot of ease and good energy to that area of your life where you're really looking to just be a little bit more happy, support yourself, your self esteem. Maybe you're a business owner and maybe there's a really good opportunities that might come your way while Venus is here in Libra. Don't skip the hard work of Mercury, but also enjoy the blessings of Venus this month. Good luck to you guys in Gemini. All right, that's a wrap on today's personal reading for your sign. Thank you so much for listening, liking, and subscribing. If you would like your own personal reading, please feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'm taking clients now for their reading, as well as any questions that you might have about your love life, synastry readings, etc. So thank you so much for listening, liking, and subscribing. I hope you have a wonderful month of August.